Hebrews 11, verse 1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. My name is Shawn, and this is my journey to purpose. I had like 3 jobs, and one of the jobs I had was as a server, a waiter. My first day there, I was getting, introduced to everyone, and I saw her up at the top of the stairs, and I stopped listening to what the person was telling me, and I walked up the stairs, and I said, "Hi, my name is Shawn," and she went, "So?" and just walked away. I'm like, ugh. That was disappointing. A lot of my friends and I, and her friends as well, decided we were gonna go to the beach one day. So Friday night, I called up all my friends and I said, "You're not going to the beach. You're not going to the beach. You can't go to the beach." And they all agreed. So 6 o'clock in the morning, we showed up in the parking lot, just her and I. I'm like, "No one's here, dude. Let's not waste the day. Let's go to Ocean City." So she's like, "Okay." And boom, we went to Ocean City, and that was over 20 years ago, and we haven't been apart since. Right before we got married, her father and I were just talking, and he invited me to a mission trip to Mexico. And I went down there and I saw how Jesus worked. When I saw the power it had on other people, where it affected people in abject poverty, and they had light and they had hope, I really thought, all right, there's something to this. And so I was intrigued. I met with the pastor of the church that he was going to, and Michelle and I started doing counseling sessions with him, and then we both gave ourselves to the Lord right there in his office one night. I continue to grow closer to Christ. It's funny because I used to read the Bible to dissect the Word. When I stopped trying to find out what's wrong with the Bible and just read the Bible and lived the Bible, it changed everything. I think people work too hard trying to find out, is God God? Is God not God? They put too much energy into finding out all those things. You don't need to know anything. If you believe, that's really all you need to do, and that's what helps open your heart. I really use the word personal relationship to the letter. I believe him and I have a very personal relationship with one another. To me, it's it's like somebody right on my shoulder, like right there, like, "Hey dude, what's up?" And I know that he's seeing everything. Sunday at church, Pastor Kurt was talking about, resetting our lives with Jesus, and he asked people to raise his hand, and I'm already friends with Jesus. Him and I are tight. But I just wanted to let Jesus know that I want our relationship to be better. Sometimes I feel his presence so strong that it's overwhelming, and sometimes I feel very sheltered. And he's always there. I had been in the flooring industry for over 15 years, but there was still that itch. I felt empty with my job because although I was good at my job, I did not like my job. There was nothing in here getting filled. I was just earning money. We got hit with the recession and things just came to a screeching halt. The fitness center that I belonged to, they were giving an opportunity to become a personal trainer. I saw the class, I was like really interested. I was like, oh man, I'd love to be a personal trainer, why not? I took a weekend course and they give you the book to take home. Hours and hours of reading, which isn't my forte. I'm not really into that too much. And then I had to go and take a written test and a practical test, and I passed it. Once I got my first client, I was like, this is it. There's that void right there. And went to my wife, and I remember telling her that this is the path, this is it. Personal training is my next step. And that's because God directed me in that pursuit, and he just said, no, don't fear, just go. With all the obstacles that I put in front of myself and that I've overcome at the same time, I feel like none of them would have been overcome without my faith in God. Now I have 85 clients. I love them, they're like family. I've been training full-time for 6 years now. I couldn't be happier. My job it's awesome, but there's a lot of stress. Like I have to be on every day. You can't go like, all right, what do you guys want to do? I don't care. You want to do a couple push-ups, a couple burpees, boogie out of here? No, you have to be high energy, high octane. I just try to get my mindset that it's not the power of Shawn, It's the power of Jesus. I love the Lord. I love what he's done for me. I love that how he's protected me when I didn't deserve to be protected. I love how he knew my future before I did, and that he guided me. Sometimes it was hard to guide me, but he guided me in the direction that he wanted me to go, and as soon as I let him guide me, life became a lot easier. If I lived the life that God had really intended for me to live, that I'll have everything I need, which doesn't mean a big fancy car or $1 million in the bank or whatever material things, but I'll have a spiritual balance. I'll have a family that loves and adores me, and that I love and adore right back. I'm a really blessed man, and I think now God really opened my eyes to see that.